Good morning friends and welcome to the pre-market session. We had a long weekend of almost 4 days and that must be a big relief to all the players in the market. And while we were not on, most of the global markets were down, particularly the US and European markets, because the data which came out on Friday of US jobless claims were not up to the mark, and it recorded an increase of only about 1,30,000 as against an expectations of almost 2 lakh, which is definitely a big blow, because we are seeing some kind of a recovery for the past few months. So this data has come out as a big negative surprise, and one will have to watch if this is just an aberration or there is a reversal of the trend. Even the data points coming out from European markets were not good, as the Spanish bond yields had actually gone up to almost 5%, and that is definitely a bad news for our markets. Friends, over the weekend, one important news from the Sharekhan is that Sharekhan won the award for the best broker for the investor education through OTA. So that's a great news for all the employees and customers of Sharekhan, and we would like to congratulate all of you for that. With those remarks, let me also touch upon some of the news which are there in the markets. First of all, friends, Unity Infra has got an order of almost 3,000 crore. And this means that there is going to be some kind of upgrade in the earning estimates that most of the people have. It's under our coverage, and we feel that this would be a big positive for the stock, and even technically we feel that the stock can move up to almost 63 levels. Currently it's quoting at about 51, 52 odd levels. Other important news is that the Aberdeen Global has filed a case against Mahindra Satyam for about $150 million in UK. Remember that when Satyam scam came out, Aberdeen was one of the major shareholders, and they have filed a claim for the opportunity loss, including interest, to the tune of about $150 million. We think that some of these things have already been known in the market, so there might be initial knee-jerk reaction, but technically we feel that around 75 to 77, which are important levels for Satyam, one could look at buying into the stock. Also friends, from a technical perspective, Nifty has been quoting at about 5281 levels, as SGX Nifty is down almost about 40 odd points looking at the data today, because most of the Asian markets are down about 1% to 1.5%. So we feel that again we are getting closer to important support levels of 5200 and 5170. So any dip closer to about 5220 should be used as a buying opportunity, as a risk reward from those levels would be positive, though the sentiment is definitely negative. Also friends, the bond yields have remained at a very high level of almost 8.7%, which is definitely putting pressure on the banking stocks and the rate sensitive stocks. And as we have the monetary policy coming up on 17th of April, the expectations are low of a rate cut. So if there is anything positive there, it could surprise the market in a major way, and people would also be focusing on the quarterly earnings season, which is going to start from 13th of April with Infosys numbers. So with those remarks, let me close the session here. We'll see you tomorrow at the same time. Thanks a lot.